Hello, everybody. Today we are going to be watching some of the Honkai Star Rail trailers. Oh, fuck. It's fine. Um, Today I am joined by my friend, Lunchbox Connor. Um, Connor is a ex Destiny player. Um, and so I had the wonderful idea to make him watch all the Star Rail trailers. Because it's
I'm
another
a
what?
I'm a recovering addict, so
That's awesome, dude. Um, because I was like, yo, space fantasy RPG, it's right up the alley. Um, so yeah, we're gonna get straight into it. So the first character that we are going to be reacting to, let me get this pulled up, is March 7th. We play it now.
Whoa. I'm gonna take pictures of everything that's new to me. That way I won't forget about them. Huh? Hey, wait for me! Ooh, huh? Huh? Pom-Pom's gonna love this. Hey, over there. It's... You guys came for the snapshot, huh? Take this! These poses. Don't you know how to look good for the camera? Well, here's your chance to learn from the best. Say cheese! So, what do you think? Hey, focus! Smile! I'm gonna keep our first photo, all right?
Don't know what that is.
Mm.
Hold on. Sorry, we had to do a jump cut. So first character trailer. What are your thoughts, Connor?
Okay, so first question. Is her name March 7th?
Technically, yes. They call her So the quick and easy lore is that she was in an ice crystal floating through space, and then
Sure.
the main the Astral Express, um, they found her on March 7th, so they just called her that.
Heard.
Normally,
Okay.
they just call her March.
Heard. Okay. Um okay, first impressions, I like the photography bit. It's I think that's cool. Uh didn't expect her to be an archer, but cool. Gosh. Hmm. I think she has that interesting personality trait where she just kind of rose those enemies and was like, I'm gonna I'm gonna take a picture of you while you know, freeze,
Yeah,
which is, I mean, that's interesting. I don't know. She seemed kind of artistic. So because this is the first and I don't know what is coming up, I'm gonna say it's a B.
okay.
I'm gonna say strong B tier. I think it's an interesting character. And I mean, the animation's fantastic. So
And it's funny because she's an archer, but like in gameplay, she's actually a shielder, which is
that makes
interesting.
no
It
sense,
doesn't,
but
but you
that's
know,
that's
early game 4-star free character, you know, it's how it is.
sure.
But she is definitely a fan favorite.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, she seems cool. It seems like she would be a fun character to play. You know.
Yeah, and she has what, and we'll get to this in the third set of videos. But she's always had like a crazy unexplained backstory that just got revealed like not too long ago in like real time.
Mm, mm,
Um,
mm-mm.
so yeah, March
Yeah,
at B tier.
as a Destiny player, I know that feeling all too well. I know that feeling all too well.
So our next character, close that. Our next character is Serval. She is also a 4-star, and I think that's the last 4-star out of all of these. Yes. And we go.
Keep up. I move at my own tempo. Sound waves like dynamite send signals sky high. Streams of thunder make you lose your mind. Heartbeats will shake me, so rules can't break me. Crank the sound and let your soul be free. The lightning strikes writing off the wall. Let yourself fall into it all.
All right. Yeah, that was pretty sick. Yeah, I'm a sucker for all things kind of rock
Mm-hmm.
themed. Uh, and I'm also a sucker for all things lightning themed. So that's pretty sick. Whew, I'm gonna put her above March
Yeah.
and also say B tier because
So
again,
yeah.
I don't know what's coming. So and I also like to be clear, I don't know the gameplay loop of this game. So I don't know like I don't know how these characters work or how they live in the world, but I also uh I like that concept of her and how you know music plays such a big role in her character.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
I'd say above March.
but
Uh,
still B tier.
yeah, just because I don't know what else is coming.
Yeah, and it's interesting because she's like her day job is like she's a mechanic essentially.
Mm,
But she also is a musician on the side. And it was funny because whenever I started playing the game, I was like, no, guys, you don't get it. She literally has an electric guitar. Um, but like to give you insight on gameplay, she's essentially a DPS that's like multi-target.
mm. It
Um,
seemed like it.
yeah. Uh, so that's essentially like her shtick in gameplay.
Mm.
So yeah, going strong two B tiers so far. Now we are getting into the 5 stars. Um,
So are all the rest of these characters 5 stars?
yes.
Okay.
And
So
after we get through,
because I'm not familiar with the gotcha game aspect. So like these 5 stars, are they the hardest to pull?
so for four, the next four trailers after the one that we just watched, because these ones are 4 stars, which are like your, they're like the, I mean, there's only 2 tiers of playable characters. There's 4 stars and 5 stars. Um,
Hmm.
5 stars are the ones that are like on the banners that are limited. Um, but
Okay.
like, I'm sure you've played a gotcha game before where there's the standard banner 5 stars. Like you can always pull them on the standard banner. They're not like limited time, but there's like a set few of them. They don't add anybody to those banners, you know.
Sure.
So the
Like, I mean, I'm also familiar with like trading card games. Like,
yeah.
there's always that one chase card in the set, you know?
Mm.
Um, okay.
So
Yeah,
so
I get what you're
these
saying.
these next four are standard banner 5 stars. Um,
Heard.
there's actually 6 standard banner characters, standard banner 5 stars, but they just don't have trailers. Um, so this next one is Bailu.
It's hard to stay cool in this dry weather. External heat needs inner cooling. Internal heat needs outer soothing. And if you're still not sure, there's more than one cure.
Lady Barley found her!
Yeah? How did they find me? Please die! Say! Quick, out of the way! Calm down, or you'll overheat! Look, listen, feel. You don't look so good. Although... No isn't. So to solve the problem, doing my job right. Time to show you what's in your prescription. All right, time to go back.
Okay, this is an interesting one.
I thought it was over.
Okay, this is an interesting one. Okay. I like the water theme, but I'm gonna be totally honest. You know, like I am not huge into the like cutesy kind of klutzy anime aspect character
Totally
like that.
fair. Totally fair.
And like you know, all of you all can hate on me for it in the comments, whatever. But it's just not my thing. Y'all are gonna hate me. I'm gonna say D tier.
Hey,
It's just not my thing. You know, I think there's a place for like a comedic relief character, especially in that aspect. But I don't know. It's just not for me.
that's totally fair. And obviously in game she's a healer and can revive downed characters.
Hmm.
But yeah, I totally get it. Some of the community, I think most of the community shares that same sentiment, but for different reasons. So you're not alone, and you're not as like for her.
You know, in these kind of games, there's always at least one. You know,
Yeah,
and I mean, I'm a
brother,
big fan
just
of the
wait.
final. Well, yeah. I'm sure that there's more, but you know, I'm a big fan of the Final Fantasy franchise, and I mean, there's always at least one in every game too. I mean, Final Fantasy VII, you have I mean, you could say Cat Sith or Kate Sith is that kind of character, or you know, whatever, but there's always at least one of them, and I would say Final Fantasy VII is at least one of the most dark, at least darker stories in the Final Fantasy franchise, unless we're including 16. And I mean 16, I don't think that there's really, I don't think there's a character like that, but anyway, I'm on a tangent.
Hey man, that's what we're here for. So next is Yun Qing. Yeah, we'll just get into it.
Swordsmanship isn't just about maintaining your skills. You have to put them to the test if you want to learn something new. So, if you're not busy today, want to go a few rounds? Lawfu Cloud Knight Lieutenant Yun Qing, reporting for duty. No matter the opponent, a clash of swords is all I need to get ahead. Strong adversaries make for strong improvements. Blade and flight! Ha! Not bad. You did better than most. Swords descend! That's it for today's practice. Sword sheathed.
Okay, very cool. Much better. Much better. Very cool. I like the almost like the, I'm sure it's some kind of like magic or something like that, but like the telepathic property of that. I think that's super cool. I honestly, I'm gonna say, I'm also gonna say high B tier. High B tier.
Better,
I think
better than
it's,
Serval?
no, no. I think she's lower than Saval.
Well, that's a boy.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
No, it's totally fine. Which crazy thing, because obviously, so also more or less than March, would you say?
More.
More.
than
Okay,
March.
gotcha. Position
More
is
than
set.
March.
It's interesting because I mean, obviously, this is not something you really think about until you start looking into like voice acting and stuff, and it's like obviously, men don't voice young male characters. It's like
Right.
more feminine
it-
voices that do
And I
it.
mean, it's the same thing in American cartoons too.
Exactly.
And I feel like it's like great like example of this is like Bart Simpson.
yeah,
You know, like you can tell Bart is a young boy, but like for me, I totally thought that Yanqing was a girl.
yeah.
And I think it's mainly to do with the art style rather than like
hmm
the voice. I think it's mainly the art style mixed with the voice that, but I'm sure that there will be other examples where I make the same mistake in this list.
It's funny because in the game, because like he looks like he's probably about like 14 or 15, but in the game, March was like he doesn't look like he's more than 8 years old. I'm like, in what world? In what world? I mean,
What do you mean?
fantasy world, I get it, but like, in what world are we like? But his to give insight on the combat once again, he's like a single target DPS,
Mm-hmm.
and he fucking sucks.
Does he really?
He's such a bad unit. I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure some people like him, but general consensus is that he's like a T5 DPS.
Damn.
I mean,
That sucks.
standard banner character. It's bound to happen, but But yeah, that's Yanqing. Next. Who's next? Next is Himiko.
There are endless possibilities and unknowns among the stars. Our journey is the process of pulling apart the threads of possibility to seek the final truth. I am Himiko, the navigator. Welcome to the Astral Express. The Express doesn't have a clear destination because every passenger's destination is unique. I'm sure we're about to embark on a fascinating journey together. I have something for you. Combat is a series of precise machinations. One at a time. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens. I'm no exception. Trailblazing means that every step we take is a step closer to the stars. That is my answer. And your trailblazing journey has just begun.
All right. All right. Yeah, that was pretty cool. that was pretty cool. So like, give me some insight on this character.
So she is the navigator of the Astral Express, which the Astral Express is basically a train that just roams the stars, and they try to help out people along the way. Because they follow the path of the Trailblaze, which I don't think I need to explain what that means.
Sure.
They trailblaze.
Right.
And the I'm blanking. Oz got up, and so he's not leaving the room now. Okay. So I'm gonna sound like an absolute idiot talking about this on YouTube. So she's like the one who, I mean, she's the navigator. I mean, there's really not much else to it.
Yeah.
And she's actually, I'll mention this because it'll come up later for other characters, but I won't get into it. So Honkai is like a series. And the no, not you, Siri phone asshole. Siri turned on. Stop. Anyways, Honkai is a franchise, let's say, so we don't trigger the phone. And Himiko is, so there's these things called XBs, which are essentially just variants of characters. So Himiko is an XB of another Himiko from another Honkai game, Honkai Impact 3rd.
Sure.
So it's not the same one, but it's like a variant.
But okay, yeah, no. I totally understand. Okay. So like, is her main? I mean, of course she's the navigator, but like, is her main thing like she uses mainly technology in battle?
Kinda, yeah. Like she is also like Serval. She's like a multi-target DPS, sub DPS.
Yeah, the fucking orbital laser shit was
It's
awesome.
It's kind of awesome, actually.
It's kind of awesome. She sat there drinking tea like it wasn't shit. It's awesome. No, this is A tier. This is
A tier. Okay.
This is definitely A tier. 100%. 100%.
All right.
As one of our friends would say,
Hey. Where's Jacob at when you need him?
I.
Aye.
It's going in I tier.
Alright. So okay, the next one is the last of the standard banner 5 stars that have trailers. Japard, who is actually the brother of Serval.
Okay.
So we will go into his.
Is he as cool, I wonder?
I'm a captain of the Silver Main Guards. To serve the Supreme Guardian is my responsibility and my honor. Belobog is this planet's last bastion. And the Silver Main Guards are Belobog's indestructible shield. You will know justice! This ends here. I'm here to the end. Only by becoming a shield for the people is one worthy of the title Architect. Trust must never be betrayed. Hopes must never be squandered. Strikes riding off the wall. Let yourself fall into it all.
I like that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Is he as cool as his sister? Yes. Is he cooler than his sister? Okay, I like the ice aspect. I like the night aspect. Gosh, I think he goes B tier
B tier.
because I don't like him as much as I like Himiko.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but I'm such a sucker for like fantasy knight / paladin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
like he would have made A tier if it was like lightning rather than ice.
Yeah.
Like if he used like lightning or something like that, it would have made A tier, maybe even S tier, maybe even S tier.
Because in game, obviously he's a shielder.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
And something that I meant to mention when we got to Yenching, some of these characters are also bosses in game.
Okay.
And both Japard and Yenching are bosses in the game at some point. Because you've seen and you've heard in this trailer Belobog. Belobog is the city that is from the first planet in the game, Eurilla 6. And so like you see like this kind of city, frozen city aspect. That's Belobog. And Yanqing and Bailu were from the Xianzhou Lafu, which is essentially space China. Traditional futuristic space China. So yeah, that just a little insight there. So you said he's B tier, but is he as cool as his sister?
No, I don't think he is.
But is he cooler than Yanqing?
Yes.
All right, got that
Yes,
set.
He is much cooler than Yanqing.
And so now, which funny anecdote, the voice actor, as you heard, he was quote singing at the end. It's fun.
Yeah, it's his sister's theme, right?
Yeah, but funny thing that I've learned from watching voice actors, actually the voice actor for the next trailer, I watch her streams a lot. and she was talking about, because she's friends with a lot of the voice actors in the game. A lot of the voice actors are friends with each other.
Sure.
And the voice actor for Japard can actually sing, and so he had trouble with that last part because he had to pretend to not know how to sing.
That's awesome.
So
I,
all
I
right,
like I like that. That's cool.
you'll like this next one. Her name is Zila,
Okay.
like our favorite song, Widmung. Du meine Seele, du mein Herz.
You mean Umane Zela?
Yeah, whatever, man. So yes,
Umane Zela.
and so Zila is also from Belobog. I'll give that info before now.
Okay.
But Zila is from, quick lore thing. Belobog has like two areas essentially.
Okay.
One of them is like an overworld, which is what you've been seeing. And then there's like an underground that's like essentially the slums. And that's where Zila is from.
Okay.
Now Zila.
Here they come again.
Quick, don't let her get away! It's a dead end. She's done.
Making trouble on Wildfire's territory? You guys got a lot of nerve. Still here? I'm afraid things just got complicated. Sometimes a sharp blade is the only way to get people to come to their senses. Did I ask for your help?
Looks like you could use it. Let's make this quick.
Don't tell me what to do.
There's always a weakness.
How about this move? Now for the one that slipped through the net.
Stop holding me back, Overworlder. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past!
This is a tough one. This is a tough one. Okay. Very interesting design. I feel like, and I might be wrong, but I feel like this trope of you know, some characters using scythes, it's cool and all, but it's just I don't know. I don't know. I think she's cool. It's not a character I would like be drawn to. I haven't seen a whole lot of anime, but I have seen Demon Slayer, and there's the butterfly trope in it for some of the characters in Demon Slayer too.
Mm.
And that's kind of like what she reminds me of. Um, just because it's not for me, I'm gonna say C tier.
Okay.
Just because like, yeah, she seems really like she seems cool, but like I just don't think that kind of character jumps out to me very much.
Mm.
And at first you were talking about the over city and under city, and I I am sorry, y'all, and you can make fun of me as much as you want in the comments, but I am also an ex League of Legends player. And so it reminds me of Piltover and Zon. And so like when you said Undercity, I kind of got a little excited. Like, what's this Undercity gonna look like? Because I love the concept of Zon. Uh, and that kind of disappointed me too, because it wasn't like a, gritty, dirty, you know, Undercity. It looked fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because the whole thing, because she's really like the grittiest of the underworlders.
Uh-huh.
I guess you could say. Um, and because that underworld is not necessarily like rough and tough gritty style. It's just like
Uh-huh.
we're here because we got fucked over, and we're just trying to make do.
And I get that. That just kind of doesn't speak to me though.
And
You
that's
know,
totally fair,
like
man.
I want a little bit more internal conflict, kind of like with Piltover and Zon, where like Piltover is where all of the uh inventor, well, both cities have like major inventors in them, but like Piltover is all about like clean hex tech, you know,
Mm.
uh machines and things like that. And then Zon is like the underbelly of Piltover, the dirty, like uh dirty technology called Chemtech. And they like make body modifications to survive, because otherwise they would all suffocate due to the fumes. And like, you know what I mean? Like, I, I would have loved to have seen like maybe some sort of concept like that. Like, why is she a gritty character? Because the environment that, at least from somebody outside of the game, the environment that they put her in doesn't seem like all that bad. You know
Mm.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Anyway, that's just my first impression. I'd say C tier.
totally fair. Combat insight, single target DPS, and she was the first limited 5-star character. So next we have Jing Yuan, who is from the Xianzhou Lafu Space China.
Cool.
You might like him. I won't say why.
So, have you decided yet?
Your turn, General.
Bold indeed. Kids these days. A little too naive. It is a warrior's game. Singular encounters with endless possibilities. Here is thunder. This is how to secure victory. Time for the master stroke. Radiant spirits heed my word. Show no mercy. Have you memorized all that?
Yes, General.
Very good. But only when you've forgotten it will you be ready.
What? So then... Huh? General, you're stealing pieces again!
Uh, peak character. S tier, 100%. Not only because like yes, I'm a sucker for the whole like lightning trope and stuff like that, but like I love the general, the strategist
Mm.
kind of play on that character. Uh, y- peak 100% S tier, 100%.
Bang. Yeah, he's a combat intel. He's a multi-target DPS, and also he has that big thing that's called the Lightning Lord at his command.
Yeah, the only
with
like
energy right in our local power
what
the
company.
fuck?
She's
Hold
learning
on.
how to make smart
Hello?
energy choices.
The fuck was that?
I have no clue. Uh,
This shit
the
crazy.
only thing that I could think that would make him cooler, like, and I know it's playing into the trope, but like, I don't think a deer or like an elk or whatever
Dog,
whatever it
you
is.
don't understand how much I hate that fucking deer.
Yeah, like dude,
That
like,
that deer
I
is
don't,
such a fucking bitch to fight. Cause it's a boss.
oh, I'm sure, but like
Everyone
I
fucking
don't,
hates it.
but like I don't think that like I don't think that that's like a good representation of like a lightning, you know, not god, but like depiction. Like I would say
You talking about
playing into the
you talking about the deer?
yeah.
Oh, it's not.
Oh, okay, never mind.
It's just a boss.
Okay. Well, the trailer almost made it seem like the deer is like a god or you know something that like he draws power from that gives him his powers. You get what I'm saying?
Interesting.
At least like that's what it seemed like to me
Mm-hmm.
from watching it. But anyway, yeah, no, peak character S tier, 100%.
Bang.
Bang.
Yeah, so the next character is Silverwolf. She's not from any of the planets. She's with a faction called the Stellaron Hunters. Um, I have to interrupt with a quick lore announcement again. So a Stellaron is essentially, in the game they call the Stellaron or Stellarons multiple. They call them the cancer of all worlds. And essentially they just are breeding grounds for disaster. And what you do in the game is you go to these different planets to solve Stellaron crises. Because there is a Stellaron that is active and it is causing some bad thing to happen, and so you have to stop it. And the Stellaron Hunters, I don't really need to say much. But the whole thing about the Stellaron Hunters is that they are wanted criminals. And what Silverwolf does, I'll let you figure it out.
As for missions, I can do this in my sleep. Whatever. Let's get this over with. The Antimatter Legion? Interesting. Let's see. Just a couple of small fry. But I don't mind an easy mode run. I guess I could play a while. Warm-ups over. easier than I thought. Why do low levels make the most noise? Wanna beat me? Come back in a century. All done.
Cool. Yeah, I like that character. Um, Very interesting concept. Hmm. So like her whole thing is like she uses tech, right?
Yeah,
And
she's a hacker,
okay, okay,
gamer, gamer, but also wanted for hacking and all
sure,
that
sure.
stuff.
Yeah, very interesting character. I don't know where to rate her. I like the whole video game trope. You know, when I first saw it, I thought it was gonna go into the route of like mech or mecha. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Like I thought it that's where it was gonna go. Or like her being the person in the chair and like sending robots or something like that, and her controlling them, not
Hmm.
her actually like being in combat. Um, I honestly think the character would have been cooler in my eyes if that was the case.
Hmm.
Like if she was just like, and I'm sure that she is like a brilliant hacker or whatever, and I think it's really cool that she's wanted, and is like, what was that price? Like 5 million or something like that.
Boom, boom.
Uh,
5
five.
5.1 billion.
Yeah. Okay. Like that's awesome. Um, and I like that little touch. I do think it would have been, at least in my book, a little bit cooler if she was like controlling a mech or robots rather than her being in the fight herself.
Hmm.
Just because like in my brain it doesn't make much sense for her to be this insane hacker or insane like yeah, like this insane hacker, and for her to like intentionally put herself in harm's way. You know what
Hmm.
I mean?
Yeah.
So, uh I think she's really cool. I think it's a B tier. Do I put her above the siblings?
I don't
She
know.
definitely, I definitely do think she goes above March.
Okay. Does she go above
Oh
Yanqing?
gosh, yes.
Does she go above Japard?
Uh, Honestly, because it's kind of like a more interesting concept, I would say yes.
But does she go more than Serval?
Honestly, yes.
All right, you heard it here, folks. It's our highest
I
B
think she,
tier.
I think she's a more interesting character.
Um, yeah, in game, she is. How do I explain this? I guess you could technically say she's a debuffer in a sense. Um,
Okay.
she's quantum type. Um, and she actually just got a buff, but she implants weaknesses because there's like each enemy has a weakness bar that has like a specific that has like specific types that can like reduce that weakness bar.
Hmm.
It's kind of like a shield in a sense, you could say, like an enemy shield in a sense. And so she can implant weaknesses that are not already there.
Okay.
Um, so like like she works well with the team with Zila, which Zila is also a quantum character. So if you're going up against an enemy that doesn't have quantum weakness, all of these quantum attacks are not lowering the weakness bar. But Silverwolf can implement a weakness. Granted, it's usually random, but she can implant a weakness, and let's say she implants quantum weakness. Now they can lower that weakness bar. That's essentially her whole shtick.
Interesting.
And I don't know if you were able to see her ultimate is her playing a rhythm game.
Yeah, I did catch that, and I thought that was very interesting. It's not something that I would. It's not something I would have expected.
Hey, you know, expect the unexpected, as they say.
Well, you know.
Fuck you, dude.
Fuck you.
So our next character is Luocha. He is kind of from the Xianzhulafu. Yeah, get into it.
The days and years pass us like the wind. But the warning before the journey still rings in my ears. Guard your road. Remember your oath. Out among the stars, the undercurrent swells beneath the tide. Though I am but a traveling merchant, I too am bound by rules. That which has been lost will be reclaimed. That which is seized must be repaid. Fear not. Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead will return. It's hard for a wanderer to find rest in this world. But I still need a pair of eyes to witness your promise.
Okay, I've got some opinions on this character.
Yeah.
Okay, very interesting character. This is what it reminds me of. If anybody in the chat,
we'll put a picture up.
yeah, has played Soul Calibur, the fighting series, this motherfucker reminds me of Raphael. Because Raphael uses a rapier just like, is it Luocha?
Luocha, yeah.
Luocha. Uses a rapier. He also, like, the lines that he was saying. This, like, and I'm a huge Shakespeare buff. Like,
I get what you mean. I just looked it up.
Yeah, he literally reminds me of Raphael. It's awesome. Gosh. The lines that he was saying reminds me of something Tybalt would have said. Like, what was the line? Like, something like debt must be repaid or something like that. It was near the beginning of the trailer. Past that. Yeah, you can play it from there.
Still rings in my ears. Guard your road. Remember your oath. Out among the stars, the undercurrent swells beneath the tide. Though I am but a traveling merchant, I too am bound by rules.
Was that it, or
No. Keep going.
keep going? Keep going.
That which has been lost will be reclaimed. That which is seized must be repaid.
That right there. So like, if you know anything about Romeo and Juliet, Tybalt can be played like one of two ways. You know, a lot of people think that he's like a very angry, mean, just antagonist character. And in many ways he can be played that way, but he can also be played in a justified manner, in a cool, calm, and collected manner, which makes him more sinister, as well as like it makes him more understandable. And I think this character, because like Tybalt holds a very soft spot in my heart because I played him in high school. I was in Romeo and Juliet and I played Tybalt. So like that is something that Tybalt would have said. At least in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because Tybalt, like going into the story, like Tybalt, they're the two families, the Montagues and the Capulets, right? Well, Tybalt says that he's a Capulet, yet he is Lady Capulet's brother's son. So technically, by blood, he is not a Capulet. But he's bought into this gang or family ideology, and basically is upset that his cousin is falling in love with the enemy, falling in love with a Montague, because they have like caused a lot of chaos and conflict in his life. So like that is something, at least in my brain, that Tybalt would have said. At least a cool and calm and justified, or played as though he was justified, Tybalt would say. And with that in mind, I'm going to put him in A tier. I think he's cool. I don't think he's as cool as, is it Himiko?
Yeah.
I don't think he's as cool as Himiko. But because he reminds me of Tybalt and because he reminds me of my childhood with Soul Calibur, he goes A tier.
Bang!
Bang!
So next, in game, he's a healer.
He's a healer?
He's a healer.
Interesting. I would not have guessed that.
His mechanic is a little interesting. It's like he has like a stack mechanism to where like whenever he either uses his ultimate or heals somebody, because he's like a single target healer, but whenever he gets to 2 stacks, then granted he's leveled up and all the things, he like deploys a zone to where that whenever someone attacks, they heal. Like whenever one of like your characters attacks, they heal. So that's kind of like his whole thing. It's interesting. But our next character is Blade, another one of the Stellaron hunters. And he is originally from Xianzhou Lafu, but...
As in Blade the Vampire Hunter?
As in Blade the Blade. As in Blade, as in the sword, the blade.
Thanks, James.
Got you, man.
My sword will be the last thing you see. They declare me guilty. Yet their sin is greater. They've fallen too far for their lofty Xianzhou ships. Until your sin is cleansed, my vengeance will pursue you.
All right, super sick character. So is like, so tell me a little bit about him. Like, is there like a demon or like something like that?
So he has like a very deep backstory
Okay.
that involves multiple other characters. So he is immortal.
Okay.
The white hair form that you saw in that one peaceful moment, that was what he used to look like. But so
That's
the thing
what he used to look like?
that's what he used to have the white hair. Then what I'm about to say happened, and then he like got this like darker, edgier form. So
Okay.
the thing, so all right, we're back with the quick lore again. Quick lore alert.
Yeah. Give me like the cliff notes.
So there's this group called, I don't know if it's, I've just heard it so much, I don't know if it's actually a thing. If it's actually like canon, this is what it's called. But there's this thing called the High Cloud Quintet, where that's what I've heard. And it was Blade, who formerly was known as, can't remember, because Blade is not like his actual real name.
Sure.
Jing Yuan, Don Feng, Jing Liu, and Baizhu. Baizhu is not a playable character. Don Feng is not a playable character, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
In a different trailer. Basically, Don Feng did a bad and tried to he did like this ritual to try and like circumvent his fate, and Blade did it with him to try to save one, I think it was Baizhu, because I think Baizhu died. I'm probably misremembering, but essentially Cliff Notes is Don Feng and Blade did a bad, and so Blade was cursed with immortality, and his whole thing is that he just wants to die, but he can't. So that's why he is the way that he is. And in the trailer, the black-haired, greenish kind of guy that he was fighting is Don Hung. And Dan Heng is essentially the reborn form of Dan Feng, because they're part of this thing called the Vidyadhara, and Vidyadhara are like dragon people, but they can't reproduce, and when they die, they essentially just turn into an egg and are like reborn again with no memories. That'll be explained. That'll come back in like 2 trailers. So yeah, so he's just like a little crazy, and he wants to die. That's his shtick. Combat wise, he's like an HP scaling DPS.
Sure, makes sense because he can't die.
Yeah.
Okay. He reminds me of like just the way that he looks and kind of the way that he acts. He almost reminds me of like Devil May Cry Dante.
Mm-hmm.
Or a character from that series, just because like the way that he, like, of course the way that he's styled. At first I thought it was like a demon gave him his powers, almost kind of like a warlock kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As soon as he got stabbed, I was like, okay, so he can't die, right? So okay, you know, and the reason why like Devil May Cry kind of came into my mind was like, if he is like, maybe he is part demon, kind of like how Dante is, and you know, maybe that's partly where they got the inspiration from it. So I think he's really cool. I like his design more than I think anybody in B tier.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think he's A tier. I think I'm gonna put him at the top of B tier.
Top of B tier. And his bounty is, I think it was 8.13 million.
Okay.
Or billion. 8.13 billion, yeah.
Heard. Okay.
So he has a higher bounty than Silverwolf. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it now. Silverwolf has the lowest bounty of the Stellaron Hunters.
Okay. Heard.
So yeah. And so our next trailer is probably one of the most recognizable Star Rail characters, Kafka.
All units, target spotting! Target spotting! Stick to the plan. Shoot on sight. I repeat, shoot on sight.
Don't be afraid. Listen to me. Wasn't it you who invited me? The silk is too fragile to be a threat. Unless you're more fragile than the silk. Case in point. Destiny has thousands of faces. Why does it choose to wear this one? Stealing a glance? Now then, where are you hiding? Sooner or later, the curtain has to fall. As for the ending, wanna take a guess? Heads or tails? What's your answer?
Okay. Really interesting character. I know I keep saying that over and over and over again, but really interesting character. Couple of things. The coin. Guys, I'm gonna make my first Destiny reference. Here we go. The coin reminds me of Drifter. James, I don't know if you know that character,
I
but
don't know shit about Destiny, man.
heard. Okay, so those of you that do know Destiny, the coin definitely reminds me of Drifter. He has this jade coin that he throws around, and uh, in a certain game mode called Gambit, he uses this coin to announce what what uh, enemy faction you'll be fighting. So like very really cool. Funny enough, the spider web stuff, it really reminds me of like Demon Slayer with I think it's Rui is the character's name. He uses I think it's Rui. Hold on. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Real time fact checking.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rui, he's like he's a demon, and he takes the form of like he has like spider-like um, features, and he like controls spider webs and stuff, and but they're razor sharp. So, gosh, it's a really cool character. I'm gonna say A tier.
A tier.
A tier.
More than Luocha.
Oh, remind me Luocha again.
Luocha was our blonde healer guy.
The with the rapier.
Yeah.
I think she's cooler than Luocha. Yeah.
Is she cooler than Himiko? With the big
No.
light. Okay.
No, she's not.
Himiko is staying on top of the A tier.
Yeah. No, she's not. I think Himiko is a cooler character. This character also Kafka. Is it Kafka, right?
Kafka. Yeah.
Kafka. Reminds me of like I know I'm making a lot of anime references. Holy cow. Holy, I am not this big of an anime fan. Like I've watched maybe four
Bro's
complete
drawn
anime.
from all 4 that he's seen.
Yeah, no kidding. Kafka reminds me also like the double handguns. It reminds me of Alucard from oh my goodness. Why am I blanking? Hold on.
Castlevania?
No. Helsing.
Yeah, you got it.
From Helsing. It reminds me of Alucard. Because Alucard uses guns in that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, because
really cool character.
She is the most wanted out of the Stellaron Hunters. And she is also a lightning character. And her combat is like a DOT type deal.
Yeah, I'm not surprised why she's so liked. It's pretty.
Yeah, because this trailer has 11 million views. It's probably in the top 5 or top 10 videos.
Oh, I mean,
on the channel.
it was a really cool trailer. She just like, and I think she's a really cool character. I don't think she doesn't like. I haven't.
It's not all there.
There's only one in S tier
Yeah.
right now. I don't
You don't want to jump the gun.
want to jump the gun. I might move her up later. Honestly, I might move, depending on who's on this list later, I might move Himiko up to S tier too.
But we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see.
Well, we'll just have to see. Well, you know.
So our next trailer is Dan Heng Imbibiter Lune, which regular Dan Heng is a member of the Astral Express. But as I mentioned in our lore alert from earlier,
Julie.
Shut the fuck up. I figured out what it was. It's the fucking ad on the tier list that I have. Dan Heng is the reincarnation of Dan Feng, which Imbibiter Lune looks like Dan Feng.
Interesting.
So this is essentially Dan Heng was essentially the first character to get a second form.
A scion of permanence?
Imbibiter Lune, successor of the Azure Dragon, commander of the clouds and the rain, tasked with watching over the ambrosial arbor. In reckless arrogance, invoked the transmutation arcanum.
Guilty of unpardonable sins. Punishable by death.
The consequences are mine to bear. Fantilia, if you wish to obstruct me, you'll have to do better. You're flawed. Celestial Dragon, break.
So, you now presume redemption is within your grasp.
I stand here to fight for a new life. Delve hidden moon, world-cleansing dragon.
Do you really think you have a choice this time? I'm waiting.
Yeah. Okay. I really like the water dragon. And that aspect about his character. I don't like all of the design though. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care for the ears. I know I'm being really picky, but like I don't care for the pointy ears.
Yeah, that's totally fair, man.
But I mean, other than that, it's. I'm gonna say B tier.
Where in the B tier?
Yeah, really great question. I think he's cooler. Definitely cooler than March.
Mm-hmm. Cooler than Yunqing?
Yes.
Cooler than Japard?
Yes.
Cooler than Serval?
Yes.
Cooler than Silverwolf?
Yes.
Cooler than Blade?
No.
Alright.
No.
It is set in stone.
Actually, no. He is not as cool as Silverwolf.
Oh. We make a change.
I don't think he's as cool as Silverwolf.
There you have it, folks. Our B tier with 7 people in it.
You say that like it's, the correct opinion or
it's it. Hey,
and
man,
it's
it is.
I'm sure I'm gonna get so much flack. I'm gonna get so much
You're
flack in
not.
the comments.
However many people watch this video, I'm sure it'll be fun. I don't think they're gonna grill you for being like, I don't like this. You'll be fine, man. Don't worry.
I'm gonna get grilled.
Yeah. Fuck you, actually.
Fuck.
So in game, he's just kind of like he has like multiple different like skill attacks. Like he charges them. He has different like charge levels for his skill attack. But he's just like general DPS. So, let's see, yeah. Our next character is Fushuen, from the Xianzhou Lafu.
Mm.
Fallen petals bed the ground. All is preordained. And what is seen through the Omnisia is destined to be realized. Now that all elements of the past have taken their places, the future sits within my reach. As clear as daylight. Woes of many morphed to one. Nova Burst. Shown by hearts. The Omnisia sees through you. The cycles of yin and yang never cease. I'm late! Sorry, Lady Fushuen! Lady Fushuen? Delving into the way of the world, scrutinizing the universe's entirety. Though all things in the universe have their own inherent principles, the choice between weal and woe lies in our own hands. Be vigilant of three things: fire, theft, and teammates. Although the General's comments are crude, they're nonetheless logical. Jing Shui, your thoughts?
Fire, theft, and teammates.
Gotta be wary.
Interesting. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go C tier.
Okay. More or less than Zila.
Oh. Hold on. How do you spell Zila again?
Seele.
Oh, that's right.
Our underground scythe wielder.
She's cooler than Zila.
Word.
She's cooler.
Fushuen is atop the C tier.
It's probably criminal for me to put her there, but I don't know. Yeah. Just that's just my general vibe. You know, that's just I don't know.
That's totally fair.
Know. I don't know what other reason, but that's just my general vibe. I don't think she fits in the B tier for me.
That's totally fair. She's the master diviner. She basically just does divinations and looks at the future type shit.
The master debater.
No. Not what I said. In game, she is a sustainer. She's not necessarily... She heals, but she's not necessarily a healer. She's more like a damage mitigation sustainer.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a weird it's it's weird in game too. um but yeah, our next trailer is Jing Liu, who we mentioned earlier in that High Cloud Quintet. She is from the Xianzhou Lafu, Space China.
The Xianzhou has met with countless trials. The darkening mists shroud the radiant moon. Bound by blindness, one is cast into Mara with a sharp blade, yet still powerless against the demons. With this blade as my core, the inner self is purged. Unworthy. Blade fodder. No matter how you try to cleanse it, remnants of the past return with the snow, powerless, unable to mend past animosities. All will be revealed in lunar flame. And so I wield my blade to the very end, until the stars have been cut down from the sky. This oath I will never forsake.
Okay, so she's not blind, correct?
She is not blind. Also, I just want to mention this is where we start to. I'm gonna hide these actually.
You just want to what?
I want to mention. I want to mention this is where we start to get into personalized Star Rail logos to the character.
Heard. Okay.
It's cool.
Right.
No, she is
So
not. She is not blind.
She's not blind. At first, I thought she was blind, and I was like, okay, this is kind of sick.
She's not blind, but she wears the blindfold because she is what they call Mara struck. Basically she's kind of crazy. And so if she sees things or people, mostly people that trigger bad memories, then she'll go crazy. So that's why she wears the blindfold.
I like the whole moon aesthetic. I do think that like the moon plus ice aesthetic though is a little bit overplayed. Especially in fantasy. Like it makes sense why those two would be, intertwined. I think this is a really cool character. A really cool character. I like the moon aspect. I do like the ice aspect of her. I would have liked to have seen like, she quoted fire. Like she said fire, the moon's fire. It would have been really cool if she had both ice and fire attacks.
Yeah.
Or if like it just absolutely mitigated all of the elemental like ice stuff and it was just pure like moon attacks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like it would have been really cool if she had fire and ice attacks or like maybe both at the same time. Like what I mean kind of is like Dark Souls 3 Sister Freed. is like both fire and ice. And it's a really cool fight, really fun fight. That would have been really cool here. And honestly, if she had both fire and ice too, I might put her in S tier, but because it's just ice, I'm gonna say A tier.
More than Luocha?
Yes.
More than Kafka?
No. Not more than Kafka.
There you have it, folks.
I think Kafka is cooler than Jinglu.
Bang.
But it's really close.
Really close?
It's really close.
I mean, they are
Because
two pretty cool characters.
To be completely honest, I like the design concept of Jinglu better than Kafka. But I think Kafka has more interesting powers.
Yeah.
And is a little bit more gritty, which I like. I like my RPG characters to be gritty.
Oh, and I forgot to say, Kafka is also a boss at one point.
Kafka is also what?
A boss.
Heard.
Just a little anecdote. Jing Liu is combat wise is also an HP scaling DPS. So yes. Our next one, we'll have 5 left. So our next one is Topaz, who is accompanied by Numby. Topaz
is it like a dual character kind of thing?
You'll see.
Okay.
Topaz essentially works for the IPC, the Interastral Peace Company, or Peace Corporation. They are essentially the space IRS in a roundabout way. You'll see.
Awesome.
You'll see.
Awesome. The space IRS.
You'll see.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Topaz from the Special Dead Marshal Force.
The further you run, the bigger it gets. So give up the chase and pay up the debts. Still not following? Then why not learn from the pros? 1. Balancing the books is a moral imperative. Default and pay double. 2. Shed any and all illusions of outwitting the system.
Why, if it isn't Miss Topaz, what a delightful surprise!
Hold it. Beware gifts. They can veil ulterior motives. 3. In negotiations, choose ability over familiarity. Madam Herda, your account has been frozen. This is last month's bill.
That's all. Chump change. Over to you, Asta.
See here, Miss Asta? Just swipe it. 4. In business, there are no permanent enemies. Looks like they've run into trouble. All right, Numby, you're up! Making friends can be beneficial to both parties. Wouldn't you agree, Supreme Guardian? Class is over. That's all for today.
Yeah, so she's just a representative for the space IRS.
Yeah, she's a debt collector.
Yeah, really, real original idea. Numby is not what I expected. God, where do I put her? want to say B tier,
Let's go through it.
but I also want to say C tier too.
Is she
Because,
better?
like,
Is she better than Fushun?
oh, uh,
Better question. Is she less than March?
that's tough. That's tough. Yes, I think she's less than March. I think so.
Is she less than March B tier, or is she less than March C tier?
I think she's less than March B tier.
And there you have it, folks.
I think she's less than March B tier. Yeah.
Bang!
I'm only putting her that because, like, to be completely honest, I don't really care about a character that's a debt collector.
Mm.
But because that's an original idea, I think it's a interesting character.
Yeah.
So, like, I think B tier. Yeah.
Um,
Purely off of the fact that, like, it's a very original idea.
Mm-hmm. The in game, she's a fire type.
Makes sense.
And she's like a follow-up attack unit.
Interesting.
So yeah, Space Iris. Our
Yeah.
next trailer is Argenti, one of the Knights of Beauty, who is also a boss at one point and probably has my favorite boss theme in the game. It's genuinely so good. I'm gonna play it for you sometime when we're not recording. Argenti.
We stand against ill repute. We champion our renown. Blindly, longingly, devoutly. The beauty is universal. She is within our grasp and beyond the expanse of the cosmos. Argenti of the Honor-Clad swears to you. The beauty is eternal.
Knights of Beauty? Are they that amazing?
Legend tells of a lone beast deep in the stars called the Omen of Evil. It has scales tough as armor, minions keen and powerful, but it has a knight's spear lodged in its bones. On the land at the end of the universe.
Fighting monsters? I can do that too.
It seems that you also have the qualifications of a knight. But forgive me. For here, we must part ways. It is my fate to cross the stars alone. My faith is unbreakable. The darkness ends here. I vow to make the beauty echo throughout the universe. Till I draw my last breath. For Adrilla.
What's happening?
Until I see that light once more, I shall protect beauty everywhere. See you again, somewhere in the universe.
So, what was he doing here again?
Just a night of beauty passing by.
What? I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care. I don't really care about him.
And that's okay.
Like,
speak your mind, man. Say what you gotta say.
Like the Rose thing, like that's cool. But other than that, like, I don't vibe with the whole like obsessed with beauty thing.
It's yeah. It's kind of funny actually.
it's funny, but and it's comedic, but like I don't vibe with it. I just don't.
He's a very eccentric character.
Obviously, yeah. God. I'm gonna say C tier. I don't totally dislike him like I liked or that I totally disliked what's her name?
Bailu.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't totally dislike him. I just don't vibe with him,
Is
you know?
he lower than Zila?
Yes. No. I think he's still cooler than Zila.
Is he cooler than Fushun?
No.
Okay.
No, he's not cooler than Fushun.
There we go.
I don't have a personal vendetta against Zila.
Yeah.
Or yeah. I don't have a personal vendetta against her. I don't know. From her trailer, I didn't see anything like really interesting about her. You know?
And that's totally fair.
I know I'm crushing the Zila fans out there.
They're out there.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge fan of the voice actress.
Fair.
But
I'm probably crushing the Argenti fans too.
All two Argenti fans out there.
Yeah, only two.
He's a multi-target DPS.
Heard.
Our next one is Huahua from the Senjo Lafu.
Oh, maybe I should just resign. Oh, it won't matter if I'm gone anyway.
This is the wrong.
Ghost. What ghost?
You scared me.
Oh,
there really is something!
Here I am!
Beans, eat my wasted!
What are you two playing dead? Let's go!
We have to fight! Exercise spirits, find evil, make us stand and protect you!
Go! I'll be right behind you.
I'll see if there's anyone. Hello, anybody?
Run. That's all you know.
I wasn't calling you guys!
So here's the big boss. Let me at it. Out of my way, you little brats. Demons clear. Have no fear. I'm here. Why don't you beat it? 9 ugly spirits. I know thy names. With haste I come. Fear my flames. Well, that's that.
I'd better write my resignation quickly.
Ugh.
Mr. Teal, why do I feel like I've forgotten something important?
You talking about that little juggling girl?
Oh!
Okay. This one's gonna be tough. Okay, this reminds me, like I said before, I'm an ex-League of Legends player, a recovering addict times 2. But this reminds me of a character that I really liked, a champion I really liked to play in League, and that's Kindred. And James, Kindred is like the embodiment of death. Like it's the physical manifestation of death. And there's 2 parts to Kindred. There's the lamb who wields a bow, and then there's the wolf, who's like this shadow wolf's head. And basically, like, when it's your time to die, you're visited by kindred. And if you go willingly, then you will have a peaceful death, and Lamb will shoot you with an arrow. But if you choose not to go willingly, then Wolf chases you and mauls you. And so,
I
like,
do see it. I'm looking at it now. I do see that.
Yeah. You see what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So, like, this character reminds me a lot of Kindred. I'm okay, like, unlike with what's her name, the healer.
Which one?
The
Bailu?
Yeah, Bailu. Unlike her, I like this character more. I don't. The last part of that trailer kind of, like the comedic relief part, kind of pulled me out of the badass nature of this character.
That's the thing, is that she's not, though.
Yeah, but like, she locked in. You know what I mean?
Because of Tail.
Right, right, yeah. And is Tail like a demon, or?
So Tail is like, so obviously Huohuo is a Foxian girl, but she is. There are these things called Helio. Stop! Shut up! There are these things called Heliobi, which are essentially just like spirits that can possess things.
Sure.
And normally when people get possessed by like a Heliobus or Heliobi, it's like all control is lost and they're taken over by the spirit. Huohuo is not. And the spirit, who is called Tail or Mr. Tail, resides in her tail, and they coexist.
So it's a crude kind of like, it's kind of like a crude example would be like Venom and Eddie Brock.
Kinda, yeah. It's like she's shy, timid, scared girl, and then Tail is like, "The fuck is wrong with you, dude? Lock in." That's the kind of dynamic they have.
Okay. Purely just because of Tail, it's B tier.
Mm-hmm.
And it's high B tier.
High B tier?
Because it reminds me of Kindred, because I was a jungler, and Kindred is a jungler. And I liked to play jungle, and liked to play Kindred when I needed an extra DPS on my team. Yeah, I think it's high B tier. It's high B tier.
So we'll go from top to bottom. Is she higher than Blade?
No.
Silverwolf?
No.
Danheng Imbiber Lune? Dragon guy. Water dragon guy.
No.
Serval?
That's tough.
I think my cat is complaining.
Huh?
And I think my cat is complaining. You'll have to deal with it. This is where we answer the tough questions.
I think yes. I think it's cooler than Serval.
And there we go.
Purely because of Tail. Purely because of Tail.
I love Huohuo. I'm so sad that I don't have her.
Yeah, I think it's purely because of Tail. And I think Tail's design when it's in that wolf form is pretty cool.
And in game she is a healer. um, but like an energy regen healer type thing.
Interesting. Like when Tail takes the form of that of like
That doesn't
the
happen in the
me.
game.
Really?
That is just in that trailer.
What?
Because that animation, hold on. This is the ultimate animation.
Out of my way, you little brats. Demons clear, have no fear.
And that's the ultimate animation.
So you don't get to see that at all, really, in the, or you do get to see that.
What, like this animation?
Yes.
Yes, this is like her ultimate animation.
Yeah, yeah. This is the cool. Like that's the cool art for Tail.
Mm.
Like that is why why Huo is so high.
Yeah.
Because like that is a really like that especially reminds me of Kindred. You
Mm.
know. And I just like that concept of she basically has like a spirit possessing her,
Mm.
and they kind of work together. Because like my favorite anti-hero slash hero slash villain in Marvel is Venom.
Yeah.
So I've kind of always liked that idea that they kind of work together, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Alrighty.
We'll keep her there.
Our next one is Ruan Mei. She is part of the Genius Society. If you recall in the Topaz video, there was the little puppet, the purple puppet girl. That is Herta. Which is not the real Herta, because it's just one of her many puppets. Herta is also part of the Genius Society. Ron May is a very divisive character for many reasons. But, yeah.
The soft wind beckons the early spring. A joyous mood does it bring. A chilly wake from rest. A plum blossom in a mess. Where is the home I miss? Only remembered in drunken bliss. Oh, looks like it's tea time. Without accelerating or postponing the arrival of death, life will always wither. A never-ending cycle of melodies. The core of all existence is unity. Sometimes, waiting around is also a change. Oh? The results are beyond my expectations. Every petal in life's garden will meet a day when it is torn away by the wind's call. Fret not. You still hold academic value.
Okay. I like this character. I was in like all the way in up until like the little hesitate to call them chibi characters, but you know what I'm talking about.
Chibi characters?
Like the little yeah, go back. Yeah. No, right there. Back. Stop. play it from there.
A never-ending cycle of melodies. The core of all existence is unity.
Oh,
Those
those
guys. Yeah, I was like, I was into the whole like scientist musician thing, and then they came in, and I was like,
Well, so to give some context on that, so she is like a researcher in, I guess you could say, life sciences. She made those. Like, she created those as an experiment.
heard. Which like that's a cool concept. I don't know if I like the little like cutesy.
Well, she don't. She
aspect of
don't.
it.
She don't either.
Yeah. Well, so I was, there's that final part where she's talking about like you still have academic value, and it's the creatures and the test tubes and stuff.
Mm.
It really reminds me of like not her in particular, but like adding in more Destiny elements.
Mm.
It reminds me of there's uh, a raid in the game called Vow of the Disciple, and you go into this ship of um, this alien. I will say alien, a creature.
Mm.
And his entire ship is filled with like these different creatures frozen in stasis
Mm.
because he's like collected them and studies them.
Mm.
And it's honestly like when I saw the test tubes, like I was like, boom, Rulk. Rulk is if you want to look up like I wonder if there's pictures of these like test tubes that you can not test tubes, but like mm, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can find a picture or anything, but like he keeps these uh all of these creatures in stasis so that he can
Like work
study
on them.
them. And
Yeah.
yeah, and Rolk is a pretty evil dude.
Mm.
Pretty evil, kind of sadistic alien. Um, so because it reminds me of that, I'm gonna say A tier.
Mm-hmm.
I like the scientist and musician aspect of it, and I think she is higher than anything in the B tier, but I don't think that she goes to S tier.
She more than Locha.
Mm, I would say in coolness factor, yes. In personal factor, no. But we'll move her above Lucha.
Okay. Cooler than Jing Liu.
Oh.
Your moon ice.
No, she's not.
Okay. Yeah, she is a very Ron May is a very divisive character because she's not even that may not technically be true. She is kind of sociopathic I'd
Yeah.
say she
Well,
only thinks about her science.
well, and Rolk in Destiny is very similar, except Rolk, the only one that he answers to is really the main enemy of the entire franchise of Destiny, which is the Witness.
Mm.
But I mean, that's really, I mean, that's really the only one he answers to, and he only cares about himself,
Mm-hmm.
other than the Witness. Um, but I mean, he also only cares about himself because like he killed his entire species. He's the last one.
Mm.
Like he single-handedly killed his entire species.
Yeah, because Ron
Uh,
May is not like evil, but like her biggest bad thing that she's done. Obviously, you saw like the bugs and stuff,
yeah.
which is called the Swarm, which follow the path of the propagation, which the god of the propagation is dead, so that path is null anymore. And
Well, so like,
she tried to bring the path back, and that's
mhm.
not a good thing.
Well, so like, the cool thing about Destiny villains, a lot of, well, yeah, not all of them, but a lot of them, their evilness, I guess, or their villainy is really up to interpretation.
Mm.
Like the Witness really is like you can almost think about the Witness kind of like Thanos in a way. Like the excuse me, sorry. The Witness is like his whole thing, or its whole thing, was it was a species of aliens that was blessed by the Traveler, which, like, if you've seen anything about Destiny, like, you've seen the cover. The Traveler is the big white ball.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, and some races call it the Great Machine. We call it the Traveler. Anyway, it was blessed by the Traveler like millennium ago.
Mm.
And then after
What the fuck?
Hello.
Hey Derek, we're recording
Private
something.
conversation? Oh.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Hello.
Yep.
No, you're all good. You're all good, man.
So like where was I? Shit. Uh this was like an ancient race of aliens, and the Traveler blessed them a millennium or several millennium ago. And then when they started to become more powerful and started to threaten the Traveler tried to leave.
Mm.
And anyway, all this kind of stuff happened. Well, then they somehow uh, they tried to make a copy of the Traveler and failed, and ended up using it to like basically fuse their entire race of alien life, their entire species together into one being.
Mm.
And then they like devoted their existence, their immortal existence, into hunting down the Traveler
Mm.
and to destroy it, because in their eyes the Traveler has done nothing but harm them and harm the universe, because in their eyes life is meaningless.
Mm.
And is also like they want to prevent future suffering of alien species
Mm-hmm.
by killing them off. Basically, by killing off all life in the universe.
That's nice.
Right. While the Traveler only wants to, in theory, promote life and help life flourish in the universe, which could also be a bad thing.
Yeah.
So it's almost ambiguous who the real, like, who is more harmful,
Yeah.
you know? And it's kind of the same way with Rolk. Rolk's family and species basically betrayed him after he gave up everything to help them, and they tried to kill him for it.
Mm.
And the witness at that point basically like called out to him and gave him power, and Rolk basically shattered his planet in half, killing off his entire race because he bought into the ideals of the witness, and also the betrayal. He couldn't take the betrayal, but he serves the witness and studies life, basically. But like, he is psychotic because of his actions and his thoughts. Like, Rolk, if you ever play Destiny and you do the Vow of the Disciple raid and you get to the final boss and you get to damage, Rolk doesn't run at you. Rolk doesn't try to attack you. He walks at you. He walks at you and tries to kick you. And that's it. Until you get him to his final stand. And then he starts to attack you because he realizes, oh, I might lose.
Yeah.
Because in his mind, we are just unwieldy creatures that could never, could never be as powerful and as meaningful as he is, Anyway, the way that she acted and her character, it reminded me a lot of Rolk and his mindset. Anyway.
Bang.
Long tangent, sorry.
All good, man. This is what we're here for.
Destiny lore is like my thing. So
hey.
I am like an encyclopedia. It's bad. It's really bad.
Nah. Hey man. It's your game.
Yeah, man.
And our last trailer for this video. Oh wait, I forgot to say. Ron May in game is like a support. Now she's a break support. So when I was talking about the weakness bar earlier, there are characters who are like specifically designed to be more efficient and do most of their damage from breaking the weakness bar. And she is a support for those characters, but also just kind of like a general support as well, because she's like resistance penetration. So our last character for this video is Dr. Ratio, a member of the Intelligentsia Guild.
Knowledge is as vast as the universe itself.
And within the Intelligentsia Guild, there is a figure. Exceptional. Maverick. Luminary. Whose every action radiates a quiet grandeur.
Ignorance is a malady that must be cured. I am Veritas Ratio, a scholar and educator. Should your mind exhibit symptoms of dullness, feel free to give the doctor a call. You learn to know yourself before your enemy, but it can still require encouragement. 0 points, 0 points. Next. Is that all? Not bad. 5 points. Copying others rarely leads to improved results. Let's test your knowledge. No need to rush. Patience breeds success. Just as my calculations predicted. An interesting test of intellect.
Oh, okay. I've always liked scholarly characters,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think I like him. He just seems like an ass. Like he
is
just
a
seems
little
like
bit
an
of an
asshole.
he is a little bit of an ass.
Yeah, he just seems super full of himself, you know? And uh, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to go C tier.
Less than Zila.
Oh, more than Zila.
Less than Argenti. Or more than Argenti.
Yeah, more than Argenti.
More than Fushun.
That's the tough one. Yes, I think he's cooler than Fushun.
Alright, there you have it. Top of C tier.
Yeah, yeah. That's a hard one. That's a really hard one.
See, and I'll put this up. So this is the tier list as of now.
Okay.
We will.
You know what?
What?
You know what? I'm gonna make a change really fast.
Okay.
I think you know exactly where I'm going with this. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, didn't have to say it.
Yep. 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 I honestly, I like it. I like that. I like that.
Bang!
Bang! What a shot from Curry!
Oh, what a shot from Curry!
Bang!
Yeah, so that was all of the trailers from. Before we finish, I was gonna say, Dr. Ratio combat wise is a single target DPS single target DPS.
He's a single target DPS.
Single target DPS, but also a follow up attack unit.
Interesting.
Because that thing, that animation where he threw the chalk, that's like his follow up.
For me, that doesn't make much sense. Like I would totally put somebody like that, like a character like that, as like like a support character,
Mm-hmm.
or yeah, like you know what I mean. Like I would just
Yeah.
I would totally put somebody like a character like that as a support character, or like a tank, you know.
Yeah. There's not really tanks in this game.
Mm.
Because I can put it up on screen during post edit. There's like 7, there's 8 playable paths, and normally the paths have some sense of like general combat style.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna explain it here. I'll explain it later, but it'll be up on the screen right now. As for what these things do, for those who don't know.
Heard.
But yeah, it's kind of just like just your DPS, your support, your healers, and they just kind of work in different ways.
Mm.
Some people do both. There are some characters that will show up later. Specifically one that I can think of, Lingsha. She's a healer, but some people use her as a DPS. And it's kind of funny.
Meet Julie.
Shut up! Shut up! Fuck! Yeah, just something slight there. But yeah, this was all of the, I think it was from 1.0 to 1.6 or 1.7. I mean that genuinely. That is not that is not a joke. I did not play I did not start playing Star Rail until 2.2. So I don't know much before 2.0 about when the timing of things was. But yeah, so I don't know when this will go up. I don't know when the next one will go up. Probably not too long after this one. But yeah, we'll get into Penacony, the third world. And then go back to some of the Xianzhou Lafu people. But thank you for joining me, Connor. And thank you everyone for watching.
You are
this
welcome.
This is Jawbanks signing out. Do a cool little outro or not. Bye.